There's a convention often invoked in the corporate media that says if you're criticizing one side, you must say something harsh about the other side too, what's often called false balance. So how would one apply this to the case of Trayvon Martin? Time columnist Joe Klein shows us how. Klein's Time column speaks forcefully to the obvious racism on the right. He slams some Republican politicians for indulging in it. Certain presidential candidates, he says, are, quote, desperate men playing on the ignorance and racist bigotry of their audiences, close quote. What, then, is the flip side to that, the balance? Klein manages to find it. Democrats are at fault too. Quote, the past 20 years have seen great racial progress in this country. The killing of Martin by a vigilante crime watch stalker was an exception to the norm. The vast majority of African Americans who are shot suffer at the hands of other African Americans, close quote. We could stop here for a moment and ponder the idea that racial progress is marked in part by black people mostly being killed by other black people. But Klein goes on, quote, but here's Al Sharpton with the imprimatur of MSNBC acting as racial ringmaster for another media circus. And here's Jesse Jackson back looking for some camera time too. I'm sure the Limbaugh drudge wing of the Republican Party is thrilled that the Democrats are drifting back into racialist politics after a 20-year hiatus, close quote. That's an all-too-familiar list. Al Sharpton, the camera-seeking Jesse Jackson, and Democrats who are endangering themselves by an embrace of racialist politics. It's strange to be outraged that civil rights activists are doing civil rights activism. But there's more to it. For certain white pundits like Joe Klein, Barack Obama's election held out the possibility of a post-racial society where people like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton would be totally unnecessary. Sometimes you get the sense that Trayvon Martin's killing is a reminder that things didn't work out that way, and the pundits blame Al Sharpton for it.